What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? My name is David DeFranco, and I am once again here for my annual recap of the WWDC 2026 event / keynote, whatever you want to call it. First of all, shout out to Tim Cook. You're not watching. It would be amazing if you were watching, but you're not. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you did at Apple. Your final goodbye, not gonna lie, made me a little sad. And that's his last event ever. That is Tim Cook's last Apple event ever. And man, he really, really did a lot of good for Apple. Between the Apple architecture and Apple Intelligence, which I know Apple Intelligence hasn't had the best start, and we've been waiting on these changes for 2 years now. But hey, today's finally the day, and I'm going to talk about just that. Anyway, distractions aside, guys, the keynote was really good. It was a fantastic event in my opinion, and I just kept saying to the TV, I'm like, they did it. They actually did it. They finally did it. They're actually coming through with their promises, at least as far as I'm concerned. And yes, for those wondering, because I know there's always at least one person, I will be upgrading my iPhone Air to the developer beta of iOS 27. Is it risky? Yes, but considering I work from home, I don't think it's too risky. So anyway, here we go. As always, let's open up apple.com and explore things together. I have no notes. I'm just going to go through with this myself and just see how things look. And actually, come here. Let's do a front-facing view for today. That way, it kind of feels like I'm talking to you guys. This is more my Twitch setup, and yes, I realize the irony of talking about Apple on a Windows-powered PC, but we're not going to talk about that. All right. Focusing on WWDC 26. Here we go, guys. So, like I said, I don't have any notes. I will say, by far, the most boring part to me, dude, she's wearing a candy necklace. I loved those when I was younger. Dude, that's taking me back. I have not had one of those necklaces in years. Oh, take me back. Anyway, I was just going to say, the child safety portion, while it's incredibly important, obviously it's very important, it did nothing for me. I just didn't care about that. That was my chance to get up, make a sandwich or whatever, or make some more coffee, or I don't know what I did. But that aside, the rest of the keynote, in my opinion, was just phenomenal. So this year, Apple is mostly focusing on two big things. 3 if you count child safety. Number 1, refining their OSs. This is the year. This is their snow leopard year, or whatever you want to call it. Where they kind of fine-tune a bunch of things that, and by things I mean bugs and glitches and inconsistencies for the past 12 months or so. They are fine-tuning those inconsistencies with this year's updates, and I think that's good, honestly. Now, me personally, I haven't had anything that completely breaks my experience. There are a few annoying bugs on iOS and especially macOS, where I'm kind of like, Apple, why is this even a thing? You're a $1 trillion company. This should not be an issue in 2026. Well, hopefully with today's updates, we're going to see fixes to those issues. And the second big thing is a big old combination of Apple Intelligence and Siri. Love or hate AI, guys. AI is here to stay. Me personally, I use AI pretty much every day now. Oh, and by the way, I'm not talking about the cheap AI where I just have fun, say, make me an image of so-and-so or whatever. Yeah, now and then I'll have fun with that stuff. But from a workplace perspective, I actually use AI to get things done faster. For example, last night I was working on a website for a client, and it's a big website, right? It's a big website. It's going to be a lot of work for me, which is great. But the client only gave me so much text to work with. Guys, I'm talking 3 or 4 lines of text per section. So I basically been dropping that text into ChatGPT and saying, look, I'm making a website. I need more text based on this text. And it gave me 2 or 3 paragraphs every time. And I love that. That is huge. That's a significantly powerful but simple way of using AI to just make your life easier. So me personally, I'm pro AI, love or hate it. It's here to stay, and it looks like Apple finally figured things out. God, I hope they did, because there's so much potential here, so much potential. So anyway, let's go to explore the previews and see what Apple gives us now, this is my first time seeing everything on the website, so this is completely new to me. Introducing Siri AI. So this is basically this Siri that we've been promised, 2 years now, and it looks like they're finally going to deliver. Like I said, I'm going to upgrade my iPhone to the iOS 7. iOS 7. No. iOS 27 developer beta. So I am so excited to use this. Now it says Siri AI coming in English later this year. So yeah, there's still a little bit of a wait, but I think they mean it this time. I'm pretty sure we're going to get everything they talked about on time this year. God, I hope so, because this actually looks incredible for one big reason: on-screen awareness. On-screen awareness. The fact that I can have Siri, in theory, reference things that are not only on my screen, but things that were on my screen months ago or maybe even years ago, that's huge. That's huge. So for example, like let's say I'm looking for a photo from a client or maybe a photo from a family member, saying like, what's that photo my mom sent me of my niece Charlotte 2 years ago at her birthday party, and she was wearing a yellow hat. That's a coincidence. This kid just happens to be wearing a yellow hat. In theory, Siri can do that now, at least with these updates. So I'm hoping, God, I'm hoping, because there is so much potential, especially for power users such as myself. I'm not your average consumer. I use all of this stuff to get professional work done. Okay, so Siri is going to be part of Dynamic Island, which is awesome. And now you can type or talk naturally with Siri as if you're talking to ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, all those AI chatbots. This blew my mind. The fact that you can take simple photos and make them spatial aware and reframe with generative data, that's huge. And guys, technically, I've already been doing that with Google Gemini. And honestly, hey, shout out to Google. It's because of Google Gemini a lot of this stuff is finally happening. Like, I love generative AI. I can't tell you how often I use it for clientele work. Like, for instance, I have some listings on Etsy where people want to get like a watermark removed. Hey, ethical or not, I don't care. They're paying me to do it. Then I get that watermark removed. Or sometimes I need to add things to photos to make the photo larger, but you need to kind of like zoom out from your subject. And in theory, there's nothing around you in that picture because you already took that picture, right? But with generative AI, you can add it and kind of trick the eye, and I think that's incredible. Like, I am all for this kind of stuff. I love this. And now you can highlight things kind of like on Android, like circle to search or whatever. So in theory, you can do that on all these Apple devices now, which is huge. And I'm just so excited. Really, really excited. Like, this is exactly what Apple needed to do. Like, they needed to do this. And it's cool too, because this feels like AI that's not being thrown into your face. Because I know a lot of people are anti-AI. Womp womp. Get over it. Life goes on, you know? Yeah, I get it. It might be bad for the environment. But, I mean, I love animals, but I'm not going to stop eating them. Sorry, vegans. I'm just not going to stop eating animals. Like, it's just the state of the world. It's a fact of life. You have to deal with it. With some good comes some bad. It is what it is. Life goes on. But anyway, like, I am all for this. Like, I really am for this. And now we have a dedicated Siri app. I mean, I think I said it before, but it's much like Gemini, where I can just talk to her consistently and actually create conversations with her. And you can adjust her tone, her expressivity, or whatever that word is they used. So I'm very, very excited for that. All right, what else do we have here? Apple Intelligence in all apps. So this is what I was talking about. Next level photo editing. Dude, the reframe feature. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, guys, as someone who works in Photoshop and Canva pretty much every day of his life, like, I love this stuff. I am all for it. I am very, very excited, if you can't tell. Like, this is a big WWDC, perhaps the biggest one since we got the Vision Pro launch. And I know the Vision Pro is not a huge success. It doesn't need to be. But it just, this is the kind of conversation that Apple's creating, and people will be talking about it for years to come, because this changes everything. This essentially changes the way you use your phone. Now, simple users like no offense, my mom and my dad, I don't think they care about this stuff too much. I mean, maybe they'll use basic things like, Siri, show me that photo I took last Tuesday of my daughter, Kristen, or whatever, you know, like whatever. I don't know. But for power users like myself, I am so excited to see what this can truly do. Truly do. Child safety, we talked about that already a little bit. So this is what I was talking about. Design refinements. You can basically make liquid glass just more like tinted and whatever. Me personally, I don't hate liquid glass. I don't really love it. I'm kind of in between. Like now and then I'll see effects and I'm like swiping and you see like that bubble move and kind of bounce back with physics and I'm like, damn, they did a good job. Like it really is beautiful. But sometimes liquid glass can stand out a little too much in my opinion. So at least this gives you the option to tone it down a bit. Send indicator in messages. Small feature, but awesome. How many times have you sent a video or a picture and you're in a low data environment and that picture or video won't send and the other person's like, I don't see anything. Well, now they can see a little progress bar of that photo or video being sent. Small, but huge. Smoother network transitions. I'm curious about this. I'm very curious about this because sometimes I have trouble connecting to my Tesla in my driveway because my Tesla's like just out of the Wi-Fi network, but I wonder if it'll just rely on data. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I'm curious to find out more as I use it myself. Enhanced flyover in maps. Dude, look at New York City. Like, this is incredible. They did a good job. Like, they did a really, really good job with these 3D scans of these major cities. That's so cool. I'm really, really interested to see how far this detail can extend into what environments. AirPods custom EQ is pretty cool. I don't use my AirPods often, but that's always good. Looks like I can get better with my cycles now. That's a joke. I do indeed have a wiener. Turn your panoramas. Rebooting. Turn your panoramas into spatial scenes. I still said panoramas weird. I don't have a Vision Pro. I hope to own one someday. I'm never gonna spend $3,500 on that brand new. So if anybody wants to send me one, let me know. I'm just kidding. I would love a used one on eBay. And honestly, used ones on eBay go for, I think, $2,000, which is still a lot of money, but it's not insane. I'm sorry for the kind of bad lighting. I have a very orange wallpaper in my right. That's okay. It's okay. It allows me to stand out against all this black. Anyway, yeah, this is, I think I talked about pretty much everything. I mean, we didn't get any new hardware. I didn't expect any new hardware. But hey, I'm very excited to test out the beta on my iPhone and perhaps my iPad. Not my Mac. I think I'm gonna wait for the public beta on my Mac, but only because I use my MacBook Pro to literally run my life, my video editing, my clientele work, my web design. Everything is done on my MacBook Pro, so I just can't risk something going wrong. So I think I'm gonna wait until July when we get the public beta. But again, the developer beta, I think I'm going to update my iPhone and my iPad. Anyway, is that it? This feels like a short video because honestly, we got a lot, but at the same time, we didn't get as much as we normally do. Like, we didn't get a bunch of new features outside of Apple Intelligence, of course, but like we didn't get like a lot of new apps and stuff like that. Because again, this is a refinement year. This is like a snow leopard. This is like a mountain lion kind of year. We're just getting a refinement of things that were already great. Now they're going to be even more greats. Hopefully excellent and more refined and more consistent across the board. So there you go, guys. What are your thoughts on WWDC 26? Me personally, I thought it was really good. I do not recall being... I mean, yeah, we got liquid glass last year, but I don't recall being this excited last year. Like, this is good. This is huge. I can't say it enough. Love or hate AI. This is a big deal, and I'm so glad Apple's finally back on track with their promises that they made 2 years ago. 2 years ago. It's been a while. Anyway, time to edit this on my MacBook Pro. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on WWDC right below. Have a great day, and please don't forget to like the video. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon.